Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Hey, hi, I'm Matteo, and we are back streaming the development of Platformatic Inc. Happy Thanksgiving, folks, and happy holidays in the US. I am here in Italy. It's very dark and cold today, so it's a good day for streaming. So not a lot of people joining today. So if you want to chat, like you, come through and say hi. So hopefully some more of you will join. Maybe most of the US people will not be here today. We'll see. Cool. Let's jump into it. Okay. Let's see where we are at and so on. So what do we want to do? Today we want to fix a bug in Platformatic. So let's see where we are at. Let's share Chrome. Here we go. Here is Chrome, and here is our code in here. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. You probably see it better this way. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, one of those bugs. Okay, so we have some interesting bug about webhooks. Let's filter them. So this is where it gets interesting. So let's open it up, and it's bugs, and oh, I know what feature I want to implement. I don't want to squash bugs. Okay. I actually want to implement some an ignore feature. So right now it's not possible to, like if you want to ignore something, a table, you ignore it everywhere in Platformatic DB, while I want to maybe ignore it only on GraphQL or REST and so on and so forth. This is actually a good feature to add. So I think we can get that done. Cool, let's start. Okay, so it should be an issue here. So let's pick it up, ignore. And yeah, here it is. Yes, this is this one, and then there is, this should already be here. But this is definitely something we will work on today. So let's move it. Let's say that we are in progress and I'm doing it. Cool. So that's how people do stuff. And now I'm passing it into the chat so that you can follow too. So that's what we are going to do today. Hello. Hi, folks. How are you doing? A few more people joining up. So hello. Hi. So let's keep going. Okay, so let's switch into the terminal, and we want cd Platformatic. Okay, we want to create a new folder, a new branch. Let's call it ignore endpoints. Okay, so now we want to open up our my Space Vim. I love Space Vim. How many of you use Space Vim? As my favorite distribution, it takes very little time to configure. That's more or less the reason. But then I tweaked quite a lot. So, okay, SQL Open API. So here, what we are going to do is, here we go. In our tests, so where do we want it to be? Ignore. Okay, here is. So here you see that it has ignored a table, but we want to ignore, it says that we ignore it on the mapper. Okay, and instead we want to update ignore a table from Open API. Okay, so instead of doing this, I want to do it here. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, categories. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I would do it this way. Yeah. And then I want to do something like this. Categories. 404. Okay. So categories, here we go. And then it's not there. And then I want to verify that we also have the categories in our entities. So let's do that. And app dot platformatic dot entities dot category. And I want this to not I want this to exist and to equal true. Okay. Okay. So actually, people will love. A friend of mine told me that was not really readable. So what you can do instead is this. So we take a boolean out of this value and converts it to a boolean, evaluates it as a boolean, and then we want to verify that that boolean is true, and people will understand that more. Cool. And yeah, equal tear down. Okay, so now if we go in packages, SQL, Open API, node, test, ignore, the first will pass and the last one will fail. Yay, it's failing. So index here, we need to add, sorry, let's see, opt, okay. Yeah, so in here, what we want to do, const ignore, opt ignore, and it's a list. Okay, and then entities, okay. And we probably still want to add them as a schema here, but we are not want to add them as if ignore entity name, continue. Okay, let's try. No, it's not working. What is entity name? I probably never remember my own APIs. So here we go. What it is, it's, oh, singular name. Cool. So this is singular name. Singular name. It's not working. So okay. Oh, categories, and this says category, so it's plural name. It's not singular name. It's plural name. Okay. Here we go. It works. Okay. Easy. Easy peasy, maybe. So what are we going to do next? Let's look into it. So this is passing. Cool. So this is the first one. Then we also need to add the same level of ignore to GraphQL. Maybe GraphQL already. No, it's categories true. Yeah, you see. Maybe I did not do it correctly then, because ignore a column. Yeah, we also want to ignore a column then. Yeah, no, we want to ignore a column. I am pretty sure we want the same functionality. So, no, this is not correct how I implemented it. So, categories. So this is categories true. Okay. And then, okay, then we want to implement it here as not like this, but like this. Okay. And this needs to be equals true. Okay. Then this is still passing. Okay, cool. And then we need to implement ignoring a column. Oh, sorry. This is not the test that I want. This is the one that I want. And okay. Okay. And now this is failing. So this is probably, we can probably call this stream TDD with Matteo. So, there are a few people lurking around. Like, if you want to interact, the chat is there. What do you think? Cool. So the test is now failing. Okay. Name property is not ignored. So how am I doing it? So this, I need to pass it here. Okay. Then this is to do support ignore. Okay. And we want to do ignore entity, plural name. Yeah, essentially. Okay. And then we go, not GraphQL, sorry, Open API. And interesting stuff. Where can it be? Okay, what we need to do is put it const ignore ops ignore. Okay, yeah, the minute we have it there, then get fields from entity. This looks like a good spot. Get fields from entity. It's in shared. So get fields from entity. Yeah, this seems about right and what we want. So here we want ignore, and let's put it and get fields from entity. And in here, let's do something. So wait, entity field. Maybe not. It's also in this map. So here, that's where we need to add it first. Okay, so here, properties. Yes, here we go. This is where we need it. Okay. Map SQL entity to JSON schema. And here it is. So, and I need ignore here. And let's put it this way, which means I need to add a very basic thing, but let's add a test on this one. And it's okay, and ignore one field. Okay, so this creates my system, and I want to pass that I want to ignore title true. Okay, so how does ignore work in the rest of my code base? So let's look into this for a second. And here it is. Ignore. Yeah, ignore categories true. So what we want in here is ignore title true. So equal title undefined. Okay, and required, it's empty. And it seems what I would expect. Okay, so now I'm going into cd ls cd SQL JSON schema mapper node test simple. This is now failing, of course. Okay, and then let's implement this. So ignore if ignore field true, continue, and that should do it. Oh no, it didn't. So map SQL entity to JSON schema. It seems there's hi folks from the US. Happy Thanksgiving. Why is not working? Map SQL entity. Oh, yeah. Bad. Okay, now it's passing. Cool. Amazing. Okay, so now what I need to do here. Okay. Okay, get primary key params, ignore. Okay, then I need to do this, say, okay, let's run this. Ha, didn't work. Found string nullable true. Hello, folks. Welcome to the channel. If you just joined in, what we are doing, we are adding supporting for ignore in for ignoring rest endpoints to Platformatic. So, what are we doing today? Hello, hi, welcome, Kwai Life. Where are you from? Why is this not working? What am I working on? So I am implementing an issue on Platformatic. This is the issue that I'm solving. So options to ignore OpenAPI and GraphQL endpoints. I also want to say hi. Yeah, so that it could, yes, exactly. So if you want to customize one of the routes, I can disable it and add my own. Yes, that's exactly what this is about. So you can disable it and add your own. So completely replace it. Yeah, it's you could do it before, but it was not limited. Like you could disable it from the SQL mapper. But I also want to make sure that you can keep the SQL mapper with the column or the table and provide it to provide it here too. Provide it, ignore it in OpenAPI. So, okay. And, but it's not working. So, you know, this seems a constant of my streams. Stuff that's not working. Come on. Name property is not ignored. This is working as expected though. So let's see console log. Okay. This was expected. Okay. Yeah, but it's empty. Come on. How come it's empty? How come it's empty? Ah, oh, damn. It's empty. Should not be empty. Should not be empty. Ooh. Yeah, but this is okay. This is okay. Schema, query string. Schema. Root entity routes. Ah, here it is. Okay. And map. Here it is. No, but this is the OpenAPI type. Wait. Haha, yeah. So we need to pass it over here to cool. So we need to generate args. Okay. Map entity routes. Response entity schema. Entity schema is passed in. Where is the entity schema being generated? Entity schema. Yay. Ah, here it is. It is the problem. Okay, so in here, okay, so entities, schema, okay, yep. And here we want to pass ignore entity plural name. And now, this is passing. This is passing too. Hooray! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I know. Somebody told me that I really need to buy a Stream Deck to be able to switch things, and I'll probably need some help in configuring the thing out. I'm not really good at all those computer things. I'm joking, but a little bit. I'll need to get that done. So, I completely am in the flow and completely forget. I will try to keep an eye on things, but this time I am totally on the stream itself. Like I'm not doing anything. A little bit. So now this is passing. Do you like the bluff though? And this is passing. Okay. And I need to remove the console log. I think I still need to do some fixing though, because console log. Okay. So now I can run it. There's no Spurious consoles. Okay. I think there is still some problems because I need to let's console log data. This is going to be massive. Sorry. Massive JSON blob. Okay. Yeah, massive JSON blob. And okay. Query fields. For response. ED name. Sorry, what am I ignoring? Because I'm totally lost now. Yeah, I'm ignoring category name. So, but here you see it's not, it's still present. You can see it in the where. So here you see where it's in, sorry, it's here. Where name LT, yeah, you see here is everywhere. Okay, so I still need that fixed. And hello. Oh, amazing. Did you like the talk, iCrom? I'm so glad you watched the JetBrain talk. Did you like it? Yeah. So trying to implement something today. So it's this issue here, so that people can opt out of, for example, implement a route themselves if they want to. So currently setting it up to ignoring a single column if they want to do that. So I need to add a test for it first. So look. Where it's all going to be. Here it's, so I need to go in some massive JSON blob. Like how I'm even supposed to parse this. Okay, path / categories. Okay, so let's try to limit it. Data, paths, categories. Let's try this and see what comes out of it. Nope, did it wrong. So data paths. Okay, paths is correct. It's slash categories, I think. Let's go to the top. Okay, and yeah, slash category slash. Okay, so here is slash categories slash. Okay, here we go. Here we are. This is where we are at. So, and I need to go in the get and these the parameters. So it's just a second. I just need to sneeze. I'm back. So okay. And so categories, okay, and I want the get and then parameters. Let's see if it still comes out of it. Okay, and oh no, it didn't. So yeah, I made it wrong. Okay. Okay, and now, okay, I want name. I want name. Yeah, I can drop you a link if you want of the JetBrain Talks. So it's been linked into my newsletter. If you go to nodeland.dev, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I post a link to all my talks in the newsletter. So const parameters, okay, okay, and then const as name in where. Okay, and yeah, doesn't look like exactly. So what we want, yeah, you always come around. I love you too, abbracciami. Like you show up and you really love me. I know you love me. So so let's see, new regexp. Okay, and I need a pattern, and I want dot star. Let's do it that way. Dot star name. I want name, but it's just name, I think. Okay, and dot star. Okay, and this is not a slash. Okay, so match parameter not name. Do you think this will work? As name in where? Let's see. Oh, this should be an equal. So equal false. Let's see if it's passing or not. It shouldn't. It's test, right? Okay, seems about correct. So now we need to go and update our code. So in here we want ignore, and then we have generate args ignore, and then sorted entity fields. Okay, so if ignore name return ACC. Okay, and while we are at it, we want to do it for order by 2. And okay, Seems nice. Okay. I like it. Now let's take a look if these still appear. Console log, JSON stringify, data, null chew. Okay, let's take a look. And okay. This still, yeah, this still has it. And the categories, post, request body, parameters, fields. So yes, this needs to be okay. So let's put it in. This should be on get and parameters. Not get it. Not parameter. Is it's yeah, no, it's in query. Okay, so wait a second. Parameter, and this is in depth. So let's take a look at it. It's everywhere like that, right? So let's see if it's at the top of our get too. Yeah, categories, and it's in the parameters. And here you go. Dang. Okay, so it's in query. Okay, and it's fields. Okay, so we need to get this. I'm copying this up because I will need it immediately. So, okay, I'll need it here. Okay, so how would we parse this? This is one of the parameters. Okay, so const fields parameter, find parameter, and if parameter name fields, yes, and in query. Okay, so if not, return. Okay, this is totally okay. And then in this case, if it's this one, well, I don't care, like it should just be this. Okay, so return. Yep. Okay, now they don't need this stuff anymore. Oh, I made a mess here. Okay, so let's comment this out. Look, I am, how am I today? I have a little bit of a cold. My kid brought it back from school, and I'm still sick after a couple of days. It's super weird. And as you can see, I am literally turning off the mic so that you don't hear me sneezing all the time. So let's run this, and yay, it's there. So it's there, schema, items, and so console log, field parameters, schemas, schema, item, and okay, and then I'm running it. No, I did it wrong. Scheme items. Okay. Yay, ID name, and I want this same to be same as ID. Okay, and this is now failing. Oh, somebody is rating me, I think. I've never done it. Hello. Hi, Joshua. I don't know if this works. First time. Hello. Hi, folks. Hi, Josh. So, what am I doing? I am currently implementing this this issue. Same is not defined. Yeah. You know, I'm not a good developer, so I forget to put stuff in here. So here we go. Now it's not passing again. Yeah, it has name in there. Okay, so now we can do entity and what I need. Oh, it's on the get field for entity. So now ignore here, and I need this in shared. Ignore. Okay, then const enum entity fields, I think, and okay, it's here's a question. This is a fun question. Why didn't you use TypeScript in this project? TypeScript slow me down quite a lot. Like I need to fight the TypeScript compiler all the time to get it do what I want to do. I don't want to, spend time fighting the TypeScript compiler. I don't know how you can all deal with it all the time. Like it's always stand in the way. It's, I don't know, horrible for me. So I don't know if do you like TypeScript? If you like TypeScript, then I'm good. And oh no, I'm not. Like I like people. I like auto completion, so I typically add the types to my projects, so that whenever I am doing it, it's working now. And so whenever I'm doing it, so whenever people use my software, they can enjoy auto completion, which seems about what they want. But if I need to, the inconvenience of it for me are like it limits my creativity. So when I'm in the flow, I don't want to be disturbed by making the TypeScript compiler happy. I will use any all the time, to be honest. Like otherwise, how can you create anything? I am very, very much into that step. I'm looking for a name here, so it doesn't look there is. Cool. Okay, I think we are done it. We have implemented the ignore for this. There is one catch though. I need to do it also for composite primary keys. What strongly typed language are you using? I am not using any strongly typed languages. But to be honest, also is not TypeScript is not one. So I'm not. I just use JavaScript, and I really like dynamic languages from my point of view. So, because right now, if I'm running this, if I'm doing pm test, these will fail badly in my face. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's complaining of me. Okay. It's complaining that I need to do this. Okay. Then it doesn't want this block. I already tolerate the linter, barely. So, okay. String nested block is redundant. Okay, 131. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, now. Good. It's throwing some errors. Happy. When I'm happy when it throws errors at me, so it means that I know what to fix. Here we go. So, and here it is. What strongly typed? Here it is. Node test where. Oh, okay. It's nested where. Okay. So what's the? Do we get a link? Entity plugin 119. So entity plugin. Sorry, entity plugin. Entity to routes. Okay, 119. Let's see what's in 119. Ah, yeah, ignore. Here we go. Huh, didn't like it. 191. Okay, 191. Okay. It's passing now. So let's run it again. They're still throwing errors at me. I really like unit tests. So I don't know. Do you like unit tests? Now composite is failing at me. Cool. Which sounds about right because we didn't deal with it. So in here, we need to pass in ignore. Okay. And in here, in many to many. Okay. We just shipped composite keys in Platformatic 0.8.0. So ignore. Okay. Oh, it's not defined. Why is not defined? Because I'm dumb. Here we go. Throwing errors. And generate args. So many to many. Ignore. Okay. Oh, it's passing now. Okay. Maybe I've done it. Took me, an hour more than what I thought it would take me. But look, that's what it is. It's passing. It's clocking. So you see, we run a lot of tests. So I don't know. Do you run all those many tests in your code when you're doing the stuff? We have Platformatic has a lot of test coverage. So here it is. It's opening. Okay, cool. So okay, git status, and only if they are not forced. Okay. So you think my take is that tests are even more useful if requirements change frequently, so you know exactly what how so you can track and know if things actually work. But look, it's you see that all the Platformatic stuff has 100% code coverage, so it's what it is. And here we go. So here we go. So what do we do? Git st pop d status git add git commit -s fix up. No, not fix up. Ignore GraphQL, ignore Open API endpoints. Okay. git push. This is done. Now we need to implement the same, but for GraphQL. So let's start. Okay, just a second. Here we go. So, okay. In GraphQL, so let's close all these windows because I don't want to start with a more of a clean slate. And here, ignore. Okay. We want to double this. Okay. Ignore a table via SQL GraphQL option. So we copy this here, we pass it here. That should be the same. Then this closes, ignore a column. Option, okay, and okay, here it is. And now these will fail badly. Push the packages SQL GraphQL node test. Ignore. It's failing badly. Okay, cool. Index. So okay. Yeah, I can just probably just do this. Okay. Which means it's entity to type. Okay, we are getting an ignore here. Okay. And if meta field, meta field camel case. So if fields key, no, wait a second. If ignore a field camel case, then continue. There's a high chance this is just do hi, bye. Now all of it is failing. Oh, yeah, I need to change something here. So like when tests are not useful, it's if you pick the wrong level of granularity. Okay, so if you don't know what you are building, you want to write a test that's way more broader than, you don't want to go into details, okay, of each single function. You want to say, oh, I want to climb that mountain, and you don't, and you want to write a test that says, oh, in 2 hours I'm at the top of that mountain. I am not, you're not want to write a test that says I need to take this turn and that turn and that turn and that turn and that turn. Okay. So this did not work as expected, by the way. At least it's not crashing anymore on me. So yeah, that's but this is not correct. Because yeah, this is not correct. Graph ops, it's not correct. I need to pass ignore here and do entity name. Entity plural name. Plural name. Okay, and I need ignore here at the top. Const ignore. Yeah, this will not work, which is okay. And instead of picking it off from the options, I am picking it off from the top. Nope, didn't work. Construct graph. Yeah, it should. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one is passing. Okay. So this is, the column is working. Now we need to skip here. Okay. If, let's see, for entity of entities. Okay. If ignore entity name, plural name, continue. Oh, cannot read. Yeah, this is wrong. It needs to be equals 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 true. It's passing. Okay, it's working. So let's see if I broke anything else. Seems that doing it in GraphQL was way simpler than doing it in OpenAPI REST for whatever reason. Do you like GraphQL? Are you using GraphQL, folks? It's running. It's passing. Here we go. Takes a long time to run all the tests. Okay, so this seems done. However, now the problem, let's see, while we are waiting, I think I will need to tweak a little bit the schema here because the options, so when you create Platformatic DB, you need to specify options and stuff like that. And apparently I need to do something that, yeah, OpenAPI, okay, here, and we need to specify ignore, but ignore is at one level up, and we need also ignore inside OpenAPI and inside GraphQL. Okay, well, we'll do that in a second. So add support ignoring. Okay, push. And yeah, I need to, let's see, schema, this is commands for the schema. I really don't want to write a test for that schema change. So I'm actually just going to do very brutally. Yeah, you see, it's not even typed correctly. And I need to put it in here. Okay. And I want to put it here. Okay. Here we go. Now, sorry, what did you not have a chance to do to try at work, Iku? To use it at work? Okay. Okay, let's run this. Let's see what it says. Oh, to use GraphQL. Yeah, it's fun. I really like GraphQL. What the name of the Vim theme? Oh, this is actually a good question. I don't know. Vim, it's toml space vim dot d init toml. Let's look at it. It's the color scheme is a Groovebox. That's my stuff. Do you like Space Vim? Yeah, there any other Space Vim users here? You're probably using a better Vim distribution than me at this point. I used to have a very much and made a Vim config file, and I threw it out because I had no time to maintain it anymore. So, okay, tests are all passing, it seems. Yeah, this is NeoVim. So this is already NeoVim. So it's Space Vim with NeoVim, and I am using also Copilot installed. So, yay. Let's try, let's go and do inside a demo folder. Okay, so let's do pltdb start. This is, oh, I need to fix this. What this deprecation? Yeah, this is a bug. Okay, let's open. So you see, when I'm developing stuff, I always find all possible weird bugs. So now I am going to Chrome and I'm opening a bug. And which I'll fix in a second, but I just investigate deprecation warning. Big question. I have no clue what this is. Now, what we can do in here, this is my entity and everything stuff. Okay. Then what we do is, so this is passing. Okay. So what we can do is we can update our config and say, for example, so let's look at what is in graphical. And here we have movies and titles and stuff. Okay. And let's say that in GraphQL, I want to ignore and the quotes table, and then refresh this. And now it's, whoa, it's not working. Amazing. It's working as expected. It's not there anymore. Okay. And if I go into the entity API, it's still there. Ooh, cool. Let's see if I can ignore it from OpenAPI 2. OpenAPI, and let's see. Okay. And if I refresh, it's not there anymore. Okay, works totally as expected. It's amazing. Okay, so okay, undo. Let's undo all of this. Okay, so that if I refresh, I am getting everything out again. Amazing. Work exactly as I would expect it to work. Git if. Okay, so git add. And this is add schema for ignore option. Okay, now it's the best moment when I do every single feature. It's the best moment. So it's the time of opening a PR. So we go to pull requests and compare a new pull request and ignore endpoints. And then we say fix. It's choo choo choo. Okay, fixes choo choo choo. And we created draft. Yay, CI time. Hello, whoa. It's CI time. Okay, and so what? This time for running CI takes forever, like literally. So while it's running, so we can check it's there. What we are going to do is we are going to ask some of my colleagues to review the stuff. Okay, so Marco is my peer reviewer most of the time. So here, what we need to do, we need to write docs. Docs are super useful and super required for every project, and they are as important as the code that you write. You still don't need to like writing them, to be honest. So SQL Open API, and this is there's nothing here. So to begin with, let's go into configuration. I don't think this is there anymore, to be honest. Enable this is not there anymore. This is even out of date. Okay. Yep. And okay, it's possible to selectively ignore entities and let's call them tables and columns. By specifying as opposed to in your tables, let's call them entities. And ignore, and let's put it as categories true, for example. Then it's possible to ignore fields, and this is title true, its name. Cool. Oh, I forgot to switch. I knew, Eco, you were absolutely right. Haha, yeah, that's my bad. I completely almost always forget to switch. I have no idea. No, it's not normal. So, thank you. Ping me, poke me, and sorry about this. So we wrote a piece of docs and it's here. So it's possible to accidentally ignore entities and fields. It happens to me all the time. How do you stream? If you stream, how do you avoid this? Like, it seems so bizarre for me to for this. So it's the same. Open API. You should get a Stream Deck. Yeah, everybody. How do you configure a Stream Deck? Okay, can you configure it to switch the windows for you? I'm going to buy one. Sure. Okay. Now I am going to buy one immediately. After we finish this, I'm going to buy a Stream Deck. Okay. It's been, yeah. Okay. So I'll totally and then ignore. Okay. So matrix migration plugin watch. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we have added some docs. I think it's enough for this feature. Let's see if, well, probably we might want to add something here too. No, introduction. Queries. We might want to add something here. So ignore .md. Ignoring in ignoring types and fields. Platformatic enables, allows to ignore, to selectively actively ignore fields, types and fields. Yeah. So let me drink a little bit because my voice is going down. Here we go. Okay. And we go and fetch our test and copy it down. Do you like writing docs, folks? Do you write docs? And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ignore. Okay. Oh, hi Turbo Papers, Turbo Papera. Who is Mirko? And I probably know a few Mirko, so hopefully you're yay. You like the way I develop software. So oh really? That Mirko. Whoa, hi. We have not talked to him in a long time. Yay. We have not talked in a long time. And here we go. So this is how you set it up. Okay. And here we go. SQL, GraphQL. Here it is. It talks about me apparently. Yep, it does. So here we go. And just a second, folks. I just need to be back soon. Here I am. Sorry, folks. It's I had to drop and help out my kid in a second. So here we go. And let's see, introduction. Yeah, that will be it. Ignore. Okay. Cool. Now, let's copy this and yeah. I don't. Oh, you like ORMs? What ORM do you use? What ORM do you like? I don't like ORMs. To ignore entities. Oh, Brains app. You use your own ORM. You wrote your own ORM. Then you're grand. Okay. And we need to do the same here. Oh, you can't generalize on technologies because depends on the context, business requirements, and many more. Okay. Well, I don't think ORMs are like. Have you watched my talk? I went through it quite in depth on why I don't think ORMs are a good choice generically on as a topic. It's optimizing from the wrong thing, from my point of view. It's helping the wrong thing. So at least this is my point of view. At least I am not. Yeah, I need these two things. And here we go. Okay, and we have written the docs. Cool. Do you know if the CI has passed or not? Let's look into it. So let's switch to Chrome and let's see if the CI has passed. Still running. Like, come on. Still running. And you know who is still running? Windows. How many of you use Windows for developing software? Like, I know Windows is good for gaming, but so a lot of people on Twitch probably have a Windows machine. But look, it takes forever. Like, look, in theory, this has been running for like 6-7 minutes, but it feels like I opened this up like 50 minutes ago or something. So, come on. 30 minutes ago, and it's still taking damn Windows. Like, it takes forever. Look, this one, 53 seconds on Ubuntu. It's great. Same test, 3 minutes on Windows. And you pay for the Windows machine way more than for the Linux machine. Makes no sense. Okay, so the docs is done. I just want to test to finish before I push this. So I think we are almost good to go. If you have any questions, this will be the right moment, and then I will probably finish the stream a little bit early this time, so that I can go around and spend extra time with my daughter and maybe relax a little bit. So let's see. Where are we? This is still running. Like, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Would you mind ask why I still test things on Windows? Like, why? Why is still there? Like, this 11 seconds. Like, takes forever and ever. So popd, git status, git add, git commit, dash s dash. So add docs. And then let's still running, like, makes no sense. And maybe, and so here we can commit. And I just want to push whenever things are done, but it's waiting and waiting forever and ever. So in the meanwhile, I'm probably going to buy a Stream Deck, so I can avoid the problem in the future, and I can do all sort of automation things with it. So what do I think about code generation? My problem with code generation, my problem with code generation in general is that the generated code then needs to be maintained and updated and kept up to date. And then you want to customize it, and then it's basically, if there is a bug in the generated code, then it's you're basically on your own. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of those kind of tools. I prefer libraries and things that generation generates something at a specific point in time. So if the generation changes, then you are kind of screwed. You can try it and experience it if you use the Create React app, and then they update the React scripts, and it happened a few times, and they changed the architecture, and then the stuff that you created before was very hard to update, and you needed to be a master in Webpack to do it. Anyway, in the meanwhile, our test has passed. So, here we go. Our test has passed. So our PR are completely done. Okay, so I can push my docs and git push. It's pushed. And now it's the final moment of truth. I can flag this as ready for review. Okay, I think we've done it. Yeah, that's my take. Okay, I prefer to delegate completely to something else, so that I don't even have to generate the code for the same routes. So if it can be done by a tool, it's probably better. That's my take. If it's code that the problem of software is maintenance and maintaining code. If there is no code that I need to maintain, it's great. Okay, I love it. Okay. By the way, I am going to organize. I'm running a Node.js masterclass in a week or so. So you might want to join that up. The link is, let's look at it. Let's look at it up. And where is the link? Big question. So given that I tweeted about it, so you can get it from my newsletter. And let's see, it's in here. This is the Node.js backend masterclass. So here you go. If you want to subscribe, yeah, it will be uploaded to YouTube. So the link is as this Zoom. So you can just, it's free. So it's me and Simon. And yeah. So if you want to join, this is the link. Cool. And, subscribe to my newsletter while we are at it. That's a little bit of promo. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me and being with me for this hour and a half. And thank you very much. And see you next week. Oh, and by the way, if you